Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Sue, your East Oakland advocate. Well, the last 2 days you heard me speak and talk about my master plan at getting permanent housing for the folks living on the streets. And in my first part, we spoke about the actual property, the Caltrans property, and that it's protected under California Executive Order N23-20, signed by Governor Gavin Newsom back in May of 2020. I have that property right here in East Oakland. And so that secures the where in Where Do We Go Oakland. And this has been a real Rubik's Cube for all the cities across America because they keep trying to fit everybody into a single model. And that's why I call it a Rubik's Cube, that nobody's, or very few have even come close to solving. And so that's the big difference between what I'm working on and what currently exists. So we spoke about the property. Yesterday I spoke about the types of homes. In fact, you got to see one of the models of the home. But we also are building in pride, because those who come into the program first are able to sit down with an architect and create their home. There's many models to choose from in terms of the exterior shell, with advantages and disadvantages, and they'll all be spoken to, with their the person that they're going to be assigned to help them through that journey, creating their home on the property, and then setting up the all of the conditions, the financial requirements, everything. So that takes care of that. And so now we move on to the one part that has really been missing: the sustainability and the finances. And all the good programs have one thing in common, and with the bad ones, and that's that every year they have to go and fight for every dollar for their programs through donors, donations, and many other resources. So I've built that in, and you've been hearing me talk about my vertical farming and aquaculture that I'm working on. So that is the third part. I'll be right back. So we're tying everything in. We have the property, we have the models and the homes, and now we're securing the finances and the sustainability. And here's what makes it interesting. The sustainability part is that the vertical farming has very, very few employees, very few hands on it. Pretty much everything's robotic and uses AI technology, farming technology, in growing. And so it's new, it's different, and it cuts down on labor. But then by decreasing the labor and relying on robotics and AI, we can greatly reduce the expenses and the overhead. And that's why we're working to secure all the properties, so that we own the property. We control the bottom line. That's where all the stores, your supermarkets, have their downfall. And so we're taking care of that. And we're not a supermarket. That's the thing. The business is going to be referred to as a farm-to-table outlet. Farm-to-table outlet, meaning that these are necessary, needed supplies in every home. There's going to be meat, because we're going to be contracting with local ranchers and farmers for meat, and that will also be available. So um, that works on the third part, and it's real important, this financial portion and the sustainability. So that's what's been missing. That's why I've been calling it's a Rubik's Cube, because very few businesses have been successful with helping the homeless back into normal society, and even those with mental issues also have opportunity here for housing and for um, continued care, uh, health care for mental issues, for um, physical issues, and it's a good support system. It's something that's all inclusive and isn't uh, a model that has only one solution. We have many solutions in this model, and we don't have to be like all the other 501s and other programs out there that have to year after year go after money uh, on a dwindling pool. Uh, and so programs like this are important. It addresses food deserts all over Oakland and in anywhere that this is put up. But the bottom line is that you have to own the dirt underneath the business. Setting it up is not that big a deal. The robotics, it's very intricate and very expensive. But then that's why we have the sustainable portion with the farm to table outlet. And that helps cover the expenses. Also, with the housing portion, helps cover some of the costs of the interior build outs and the changes when new tenants move in. So there's a lot of reasons why this is a trifecta. There's three parts to the puzzle, and hopefully uh, this is the missing piece that everybody's been missing, and this helps to make the project really become long-term and sustainable. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.